On this video, I am going to show you how to write an HTML document. So the first thing we're going to do is open up our Notepad. Okay, let me change my font here so you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing you need to type in is an angle bracket, exclamation, caps, doc type, lowercase HTML, angle bracket. That's always the first thing that you have to do. The second thing is, since this is an HTML document, we had to type in HTML tag. And whatever tag that we opened up, we have to close it by typing in an angle bracket / HTML, whatever tag that we wanted to close, and an angle bracket. Perfect. Alright, so we want to save this. Click File and Save As. And we want to change the Save As type. If we kept it this way, this document will be saved as a text document, not as an HTML document. So let's click on this, click All Files. And I want to name this as homepage, and this is very important. You have to type in the file extension, which is .html. Okay, so that every time we open this file, it will open up using a browser and interpret the design that we're going to be doing. So click Save. I want to save it on my desktop. Okay, I believe this is our file here, and if I hover over it, it will say the type is an HTML document, and it will open up in my browser, Internet Explorer. So let's double click on that. There we go, homepage.html. It's pretty empty right now because I don't have anything yet on my HTML document here on my notepad. So let me grab this, left click, hold, and drag to the right, to the side, to the other half of my screen, and the notepad to the left side of my screen. Alright, now we're ready. The reason I'm doing this is so that whatever I change or add on my notepad here on my HTML document, it will be automatically reflected on here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's give it a title. So angle bracket, title, angle bracket, and I want to say computer concepts. Okay, so I opened the title tag, so I have to close it, angle bracket / title, angle bracket. I'm going to save this, or Control S on your keyboard, and click on my browser window here. Either click on the refresh button there or F5 on your keyboard. Okay, as you notice, this change to my title, computer concepts. Perfect. Let's go back to our notepad here, and let's give it let's type in body so we can get ready to compose the body of our HTML. I have to close the body tag right there. Perfect. Inside the body, let's put in a header, H1. Let's say hardware. Let's close the header tag there, and let's click Save and see what it looks like. F5. Perfect. Alright, let's going back here on my notepad, let's type in another header and say software. Let's close that header, angle bracket, Control S to save, come back here and press F5. Awesome. Alright, so far that's what we have. In between hardware and software here in my notepad on my HTML document, I wanted to put in a picture. So to insert a picture, angle bracket, IMG for image, SRC for source, equal, and quotation. We're gonna enter in URL in there in between these quotations. So, and angle bracket. So let's go ahead and go to our browser here. I'm gonna open up a new tab. I'm gonna type in Google. and I will say hardware. We're looking for an image for hardware. This looks good. View image, and let's copy this URL on top. I'm gonna Control A to copy the whole thing. Either right click and copy or Control C. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. Control V as in victory to paste the URL. Okay, save it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my HTML document here and F5 or click on the refresh button. There's my picture. All right, let's do another one. Another picture here for software. Come back here. Let's do software. Let's try that. View image. Okay, Control A to copy, to highlight the whole thing. Control C to copy. Come back here. Control paste. Let's use the scroll bar here to scroll to the side and click save. Okay, so click on save here. Let's go back in here. Click on our tab here, which is our HTML document, and F5 to refresh, and there we go. There is our picture. Alright, so let's go back in here and maybe we can change the body background. So let's go to the body tag, okay, in between the body and the angle bracket. Type in BG for background, color equal quotation, and let's say gray quotation. And Control S, come back here, and F5. Perfect. There is our gray background. I want to change something on my paragraph too, so let's do align equal quotation center quotation. Control S and F5. There we go. We just centered this sentence here. Okay, I want to add something else too. Semicolon. I want to say style equal quotation color colon, let's say white, and quotation. Control S, come back here, and F5. Just turned white. Alright, awesome. Let me do the same thing for the other line. So I'm gonna go ahead and Control C to copy. Go in here, give it a space, Control V for space, and Control S to save it. Come back here and F5. I got two of them now on the center and white. Okay, I think I want to add something after the hardware image and the software. So let's open up a p tag here and say here are some examples. Okay, and close the p tag. Let's go ahead and save and F5. Perfect, right there. I want to make it white. Style equal color colon and quotation. Okay, Control S, F5 here. Perfect, there we go. And I think I want to bold it. So after our opening p tag, I'm going to say B for bold. And over here, just right before the ending, the closing p tag, I want to close my bold tag. Control S, come back here, F5. Okay, perfect, that's bold. Alright. Okay, under here, I want to do an unordered list. And I am going to close it, just so that I don't forget. I'm going to tab just to make it easier for me to see it. Okay, this is for listing. LI is for list, and I would say hard disk drive. I'm going to close the list tag here, tab there, list, and I would say random access memory bracket, angle bracket, close the list tag. Okay, Control S, come back here, and F5. There we go. I have my list there. I think I wanted to italicize the samples there. Okay, so let's go back in here. It says, for example, I wanted to italicize just that, just this. So what I'm going to do is open up an italicized tag there, open bracket, angle bracket, I for italics, and let's close that just before the closing P tag there. I, perfect. Control S, come back here and just watch this. So to see all the tags that you can possibly use, you can go to w3schools.com and you can learn how to write an HTML document. It will walk you through step by step on how to do it. Click on Learn HTML and scroll down here. You will see HTML tag list. So these are the available tags that you can use. We used body. We used, let me see if we use anything else here. We use the header tag, the italicized tag, and the HTML tag. So there are a lot of tags here that you can use. It's just a matter of getting familiar with them and actually using them and see how they look like. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll go back to homepage here and click on here. This is pretty much the same as what we were doing. We have the notepad on this side and the browser on this side. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my notepad, Control A and Control C to copy. I'm going to delete this, Control A. So here's my HTML document here, and I'm going to click on See Result and see how it looks like. So that's pretty much how you write an HTML document in a nutshell.